Yo, what's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop, fam. As you know, I've been gone for a minute off this channel. I've been going live on my backup channel, Certified TV. If you're not following Certified TV right now, if you're not a subscriber to Certified TV, please do yourself a favor and go over there and subscribe so that if we ever experience another issue like this, a time like this, where YouTube blocked me from posting on the main channel, you won't miss a beat by subscribing to Certified Live with Certified TV. You won't miss it. You won't miss the WillieDLive if you subscribe to Certified TV. You get everything. Those of you who already subscribed to Certified TV, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You didn't miss a beat. Now, there's a link in the description for Certified TV. Right under this video, there's a link. So just click on that link and subscribe, and that way you won't miss anything. Going straight in, fam. So I had to come on my first day back. This is my first day back. This is the first day that they're allowing me to post on the WillieDLive channel. So I had to come back and explain to you guys exactly what happened. So Omarion was beefing with this girl named Whopper Me, I think. Whopper Me. It's Whopper something. I think it's Whopper Me. And she is like reportedly like 19, 20 years old. Omarion, 30 something, 40 something, whatever. But he had jumped into her DM and was trying to, flirt with her or whatever. I don't know if the man was serious or whatever. He was just being entertaining himself. But in any event, she put him on blast and, started trying to disparage his name, calling him old and stuff like that, saying, ain't you old enough to be my daddy, that type of stuff. But she put him on blast, and all of the blogs picked it up and they ran with it. And the trip part about it, though, is that it backfired. Like most of the people were riding for Omarion. They're like, man, that ain't no big deal. Somebody going in your DMs trying to holler, that ain't no big deal. Like she grown. She's 20 years old. I mean, she's grown. At 18, you're grown around here, but she's 20 years old. She's grown. She can make up her mind. She can do what she want to do. But she posted the video. I mean, she posted the screenshot of her conversation with Omarion. I think she left something out, but in any event, that's what happened. So while covering the story, I posted a series of pics of her. I took the pics straight off of her Instagram, posted it within the video to provide context. I want y'all to know, okay, what's the big fuss about? This is the girl, this is what she looked like, and this is why Omarion is trending. I posted various pics, maybe about 10 different pics of her in a bikini or lingerie. YouTube blocks it and says that it is a violation of their sexual, hold on, let me get that language right. Let's see. Hold on, fam. Okay. YouTube called it, it says, your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines. It says that, let's see, what kind of strike is it? Nudity and sexual content. Now go to that woman's page, fam, on Instagram, and tell me if you see any nudity or sexual content. Yes, you see her with her butt out and all that stuff, but all of her, the private, so-called private areas, you can't see. You can't see her vagina. You can't see her nipples. But they call it nudity. This is, and if you go on YouTube, you will literally see billions of people, of women, images of women in various stages of undress, wearing bikinis and lingerie and everything else. But I get a channel violation. I get a strike for posting photos of a woman wearing bikinis and lingerie. She can't help that she's built like that. She can help that she could wear something less revealing. But last time I checked, bikinis and lingerie was not inappropriate to post online or on social media. Last I checked, it wasn't a crime. You can actually walk around in lingerie or a bikini. It's in magazines on shelves at family stores, right there in the front on the counter. Bam, woman in lingerie. Bam, woman in a bikini. But YouTube, who allow all of these videos out here where people literally getting shot dead, blocks me from posting pictures or images of a woman in a bikini or lingerie. So I'm like, so what is it? Is it me? Is it the woman is too voluptuous? Again, she can't help because she got a big old ass. Well, she could, I guess, unless she paid for it, but she can't help it because she got big old boobs unless she paid for it. But she is who she is. Her body type is her body type. We don't walk around trying to control people's body types. I mean, you penalizing people because of their body type now? Oh, you got too much sticking out, so you're in violation. We got to do something about that. If it's a body type situation, what's the body type? Let me know. Let me know what the numbers are. What are the numbers? I need to know. Give me the numbers so I can know, because I know the community guidelines. I know exactly what they are. I know, I know. So this right here is a stretch of authority. I already know that I didn't violate the guidelines. I seen a sucker on here. Well, you know what? Let me read the whole thing. I ain't gonna call you a sucker just yet. Let me read the whole thing first. It started off like on some sucker shit, but let me read the whole thing. And it's a new one here, so ain't no telling what he talking about. Okay, let me see. Let me read it to myself first. Okay, I can read that. Okay, you were happy about Trump being banned, but you failed to realize that you and everyone else is next. Be careful what you ask for. Okay, let me explain something to you. Trump violated the rules. Where the rules was clear. It's clear you don't do this. You don't incite violence. It's clear. Inciting violence is clear. It's no ambiguity involved there. It's very clear. what inciting violence is. So don't try to compare what I do to a degenerate like Donald Trump. He ain't even on my level. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care if he was the president. As a human being, he's not even on my level. Don't ever mention that sucker name and my name in the same breath. I'm a unifier. The only people that don't want to unify is the ones that just don't want to unify. But if you listen to what I got to say, you could tell that all I'm doing is putting the information out there. I'm going to expose if they corrupt, I'm going to expose them. If you get mad about me exposing somebody, something wrong with you, not me. If you get mad because I don't like a white supremacist, something wrong with you, not me. So don't think you're going to come on here and try to use fancy words and little slick talk and try to somehow like make me feel guilty or shame me into silence. That ain't going to work because I know the play. I already know your game. I've seen it played 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. So don't look forward to me backing off. I'm smashing the gas. And you know what? Before I smash the gas, let me stop and refuel. I'm smashing the gas. They be trying to come over here. Yeah, Lee, you know what I'm talking about? Coming over here trying to talk slick. See, yeah, Trump, see what happened to Trump? Your next sucker. Trump ain't even on my level. You don't see me waking up every morning, jumping on Twitter, picking fights with everybody you can think of. Just waking up, calling out the NBA, calling out the NFL, calling out Papa John's. The new management, calling out the golf, calling out golfers, calling out the, your constituents, politicians, widows of military vets, just picking fights with people everywhere you look like a little kid, just picking fights. You don't like me, I take my ball and go home. I ain't on no suckerism like that, dude. What's up, men of Israel? DMV, what up? Somebody said Trump be on social media like a female. Man, don't insult females like that. He's something else. He's not a female. He's something else. I know females who will stand up. So that's got to be weird when people like make comments and like when somebody does something weak or sus, they say he acting like a female or whatever. That's got to be like disrespectful to females, right? Because I know some stand-up females, like I know some ride or die females that's way stronger than most of the men I know. I ain't talking about some of the men. I'm saying most of the men I know. I know some females who are more loyal, more of a rider, and really about that life. They're stand-up women. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that he acting like a female. It's something. It's another word for that. Hoe. Something like, what I'm saying? Like maybe hoe. Well, I'll think about it. But I don't want to spend too much time on it right now. I didn't miss the point, man. You talking about Willie, you missed the whole. Man, do you understand who you talking to? I know all about censorship. We were the first group in music history to have a manufacturer to refuse to manufacture our product. So I know all about censorship. I was fighting censorship before some of y'all were born. So you can't tell me nothing about censorship. censorship only goes, freedom of speech only goes so far. You can have freedom of speech, but you can't go into a building and scream fire and set off an alarm if there's no fire. You can't go around inciting riot. You can't go and tell somebody, hey, go over there and storm the Capitol and run up in there and violate everything and beat up people and kill a few cops and things. It's cool. Whatever. Somebody died, you trample over people. You can't do that. Some of y'all really don't. Some of y'all got cognitive dissonance. Some of y'all don't really think stuff through. Some of y'all think on a very, very rudimentary level. Like y'all really don't, y'all just think really surface. And I see some of y'all be like, some of y'all regurgitate the same old talking points. It's like y'all go to the same school and they say, well, if they do this, y'all write this and send them in. All the messages sound like they cut and paste. Even when you start talking about the Democrats and the Republicans and you talk about soon as you start saying something, the Democrats start saying something, they start talking about, well, the Democrats started the KKK. They won't put in the context where they may have started it, but the KKK is now ran by Republicans. They forget that part. And they forget how the whole switch happened in the first place, with Democrats switching to Republicans and Republicans switching to Democrats. They forget that little piece. Like, you're gonna have to, you talking to a can of oil, homie. You can't come over here talking slick. You can't come over here talking slick to a can of oil. You better go somewhere else. Because I ain't gonna put nothing out there that I don't know something about. You talking about censorship. Like, I missed the whole point. Man, I've been fighting censorship for 31 years in this business. 31. I fight censorship every day on this channel. Y'all don't even see it. Instagram, same thing. Facebook, constantly battling with them behind the scenes. Because these platforms are ran by human beings. And if it was ran by computers, then everybody would be treated fairly and equally across the board. But it's not, that ain't how it go. Some of these people that put out stuff, man, they'll say anything and they never have problems getting strikes and getting their videos blocked and stuff. You can talk about certain things. You can talk about it all day long. You can get on here and act ignorant. You can talk about black people all day long and use the N-word all day long toward each other. You can call each other any kind of words you want to call each other. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. You cool. You can get on here and you can disparage black women all day long. They ain't gonna do nothing but disparage other women and watch what happens. Watch what happens. They show murder and mayhem on this platform all day long. They show murder. They show people getting shot in the head. But you can't show a woman in a bikini or a lingerie. You can't show a voluptuous woman in a bikini. But they showing people getting shot in the head. They showing people getting hung. And what they do, sometimes they'll say for adults only, age restricted. Well, all you got to do is just click a button and say you're over 18, and bam, you watching everything. So if it's that easy to not penalize somebody for something that might be graphic, that you may deem graphic, why not just do the same thing and hit me with a age restriction and keep it going instead of trying to penalize the channel? You see, these are people behind these platforms, running these platforms. And these people come with their own prejudices and biases. And some of these people are racist. So when they see somebody on here that they don't like, oh, they tripping. They're going to be tripping. Here, I actually bring value to this to YouTube. I bring a lot of value to this channel, to this platform, because I speak sensible. If I didn't bring value, you know, hey, I could do a lot. I could be talking about I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of different things. I could talk about a lot of things, but I choose to speak on what's really popping, what's going on, to try to help people navigate day to day through this wicked society. I could talk about finances. I could talk about the stock market, cryptocurrency. I could talk about relationships. Man, I could talk about, business. I could talk about boxing all day long. I'm a boxing connoisseur. I'm an expert with boxing. I could talk about all that stuff. And guess what? All that other stuff I just mentioned, I could easily go under the radar and never get detected, because that type of stuff don't really move the needle. Those are just discussions that really don't go nowhere. And when you start talking about stuff like sports and stuff, all that sports is very suggestive. You can talk about somebody having been, how many times have you heard an argument about this player from this era is better than the player from that era, right? That's all suggestive. This guy is better than that guy. Some things are very, very clear. We know that Kobe Bryant is a much better player than any guy that, scored only 2 points a game for average 2 points a game for 10 years. Okay. We know, right? But then there's other situations where you have a Kobe Bryant who have won, I think 6 championships, 5 or 6 championships. And then you have perhaps like a LeBron James who've only won 5 championships. So people are arguing, well, Kobe got more championships. Well, LeBron is a more complete player. Well, no, Kobe got more heart. Well, LeBron is, you can go back and forth all day with that type of stuff, and it don't really move the needle. So, well, I don't like the debating part of boxing. I like the competitive part of boxing. I want to see the fight. We can kill all the talk. Let me see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be like, well, this guy, this and this, that, and that. I want to see the fight, man. Let me see the fight. And the fight going to determine who the coldest. That's one thing about boxing. You mano, you go head up in boxing. You could put LeBron James and KD on the court, and they go against each other with as a team, and you can still keep on going back and forth. Who the best? Put 2 guys in the ring and let them box, and you're gonna get your answer real fast. That's the part I like about boxing. 2 people who want to fight each other, can't stand each other, and ready to get it on. I mean, I ain't talking about bullies. I'm talking about 2 people who agreed. They agreed to fight so much. They wanted to fight each other so badly that they actually wrote a contract, signed a contract. I'm going to fight you on this day at this time. Oh, man, boxing is a beautiful thing to me. It's a beautiful sport. I love it. I love when 2 people who want to fight, both of them want to fight each other, and they get in the ring and fight. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I love it. I love a good street fight when it's 2 people that want to fight each other. I want to see it. Yeah, I want to see that. What's up, Rashard Lewis? Sean Lunatic. What it do? Chapman. Yeah, but back to that value, fam. Like, man, really, I done talked a lot of sense into a lot of people who done came onto this platform who may have been misguided, including white folks. Because there are a lot of white people that watch this channel, believe it or not. And they're not just watching to snoop around. They're watching to get informed. They're watching to become better educated, about the Black experience. So I bring a lot of value to this channel. I bring a lot of value to YouTube. I'm not just some dude on here rambling. So YouTube, y'all need to look at me like an ally instead of an enemy. Get off my back. Let me talk to the people. What's up, Vanessa Williams? The Vanessa Williams. You know what I'm talking about? Lee Turner. What's up, Lee Turner? Appreciate you. See, there you go right there, fam. My point. Lee Turner say, I'm white and I love your channel. That's what's up. Lee get it, man. So, like I tell people all the time, man, I don't have a problem with white folks. Because for me to say I got a problem with white folks, I got to say I got a problem with Black folks. And two, because I got a lot of Black people who have done me dirty also, like personally done me dirty. I don't have a problem with anybody who don't have a problem with me. I got a problem with, man, I love anybody who love me and I hate anybody who hate me, period. I'm not going to love you if you hate me. That's stupid. You got a problem with me? I got a problem with you. You ain't got no problem with me or my people. Well, I ain't got no problem with you, period. Sexy one, what up? Money Hunt. Siobhan McKinney, what it do? Royal Gold, Theodore Young. I like that name, Theodore. Theodore. That's one of them. That's a distinguished name. Theodore. I got a gangster named Willie. Every Willie I know got a criminal record. Yeah. I mean, I think about it. I got 4 Willies in my family. I got uncles and cousins. 1, 2, 3. No, actually, more than that. Let's see. My grandfather's name is Willie. I got 2 uncles named Willie and a cousin. So it's 5 Willies. Yeah. Yeah, everybody been to jail. Trying to change the narrative, like break the curse. And I won't even say curse. It's not a curse. It's a cycle. Break the cycle, See, if you say curse, then a curse suggests that there's something greater than you at work here, And it's not. It's as simple as each of us saying that I'm not going to live that life. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do better by my children. I'm going to do right by my children. I'm not going to bring children into the world and put them at a social disadvantage, And if I do get caught slipping, and that happens before I can get to my bread, then I'm gonna spend the rest of my days making sure before I check out of here, my babies are all right. You know, because, you know, stuff do happen, you know, and everything don't go always as planned. But when it don't, you know, you don't give up. You still got to go in. You still got to put the work in. So, you know, yeah, that's how I see that. CC, what up? Ellen Gordon, what's up, Ellen Gordon? I appreciate you for recognizing that, Ellen. Ellen said, I've grown up a lot over the years. I had to, fam. Like, you know why, one of the reasons why I grew up is, first of all, I got to give a lot of credit to my kids, because, like, I think when a father really loves his children, like a father, a parent, period. But I'm gonna speak from my experience as a father. You understand what your children are up against in this world, and you cannot leave them to their own devices. You can't leave them in this world by themselves. You got to make yourself available. You got to be there for them and help them and coach them and guide them, because, man, people are trying to take their lives every day, and they don't even realize it because they're just trying to have fun. They're growing up and they're just trying to live, right? They're just trying to have fun. Most kids just be trying to have fun, but, you know, you have to warn your kids, no matter how innocent they are, how fragile life is and how easily it can be taken away. So you can't take it for granted that everything is just going to be okay. You can't just close your eyes and pray on it. You have to, like, put some things in place and coach them along the way, every step of the way. So I always tell my kids, safety first. Whatever they do, you want to have fun, you want to kick it, want to go out to the party, whatever. You want to jump on that new moped, get in that new car, whatever. You want to drive that car, safety first. Make sure that you understand safety protocol, and then have all the fun that you want. And that includes picking your friends, because they be a certain age, then, you know, you can't pick their friends for them any longer. They're going to pick their friends. No matter what you think, they're going to pick their friends. So you have to instill in them that it's not good enough that they are good at picking good friends. They got to be so good at picking good friends that they got to pick good friends that know how to pick good friends. Because I've seen so many cases where a youngster might be around somebody else, not just a youngster, just anybody. A person might be around somebody who they know is good people, but that person brings somebody around who got some bad energy, and then somebody ends up dead or in jail. Happens all the time. So you got to be very careful with that. Yeah, you got to be there for them, you know, like, you know, you got boys, you want to be there for them to bring them into manhood. And then even once they get to be a man, just because they're a man at age don't mean that they're a man maturity wise. So you have to continue to work with them along the way. And usually, like, you can get your kid in his 30s, they usually got it, you know. You can, you know, fall back a little bit, you know, a little bit more, you know, get a little bit more at ease, you know. But your girls got to be there for them, because suckers got to know that your girl got backup. They got to know if they violate your daughter, that they will be violated automatically. I mean, it ain't even a question. Ain't no talking about it. You know, you should have had a conversation before you violate it. So violation, retribution is automatic. You know, it's just, it's on auto. It's on autopilot. Just go and lay down, you know, get a jump start. Yolanda K. What's up, Miss Sean? So if you're just not joining, fam, I was talking about in the title, don't put these type of pics up because YouTube might decide that you're going against their community guidelines of sexual content. Let's get that phrase again, what they said. The phrase they used was nudity and sexual content. And those type of pictures included a woman in a bathing suit and lingerie in various poses. That's it. She was voluptuous. I don't know, maybe, it's some anorexic chicks work at YouTube or something, and they got a problem with a woman being full figured or something. I don't know. Maybe maybe the person that struck my channel is bulimic or something. I don't know. Maybe she got jealous of the girl being voluptuous. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it was just a situation where a person don't like Willie D and they're looking for any little reason to try to penalize me. KK Michelle, what's up? Bangani. Back, because you're looking for the same thing. It's a new thing. Check out this I bring. What y'all know about that PE? Let me tell you something, fam. If you're not up on Public Enemy, you need to stop listening to all music until you go listen to that music. How you gonna jump over Public Enemy and start listening to Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, or Lil Yachty, or Lil anybody, or any rapper, period? How you gonna skip over PE? Imagine, for those of us who are older, imagine if we had not had the foundation of Motown music growing up, where we would be, where our music IQ would be. Imagine. I can't even imagine only starting to listen to music at rap and don't even give other music a try. I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine just starting to listen to music at funk in the 80s. I couldn't imagine that. Going back to the roots, I give you something to actually, compare the progress to, the evolution to. You can have a better conversation when you're talking about music, when you understand the origins and you get your background. Someone, what up? Welcome to the live. You know how the youngsters miss the music? Because a lot of youngsters grew up, they were born into the hip hop generation. And so the hip hop heads didn't listen to the older music. They didn't listen to the soul music, the soul classics, the Motown stuff, the funk. They didn't listen to that. They listened to the rap because they liked the same music their kids like. But they didn't make the sacrifice to say, you know what, not today. I'm gonna play this music because they need to know where it started. They need to have an idea of their background, of the origins of this music. So you play this music. This is how you get some kids get it. Some kids, they're young and they know that older music. That's because they got it like we got it. Our parents played it. That's how we got it. If our parents wouldn't have played it, we wouldn't have known it. So we wouldn't have known. So you have to sacrifice. You have to be willing to sacrifice your own entertainment for your child's growth and also to protect your child. You have to sometimes sacrifice your own entertainment. So you have to be cognizant of listening to different music and not just every single time they hop in the car, you listening to rap and y'all riding down the street and all that's kind of cool, but it's a time and a place, Sometimes, well, most of the times, my son hop in the car, we listen to country music. Yeah, we listen to country music. And we sang country music together a lot. It'll blow your mind to watch us in the car rolling together, listening to a country station. I like country music because it reminds me a lot of rap and blues. If you listen to country, if you take away the racial component, if you take that out, if you listen to country music, they're talking about the same thing rappers talk about. They just singing it. They're talking about booze, drugs, women, heartache, money, cars, and love. They talking about the same thing. Or hookups. But a lot of it is very similar to hip hop. They're just singing it out. Can't get that these days with R&B. You can't get real stories with R&B. I'm sure there's somebody out there singing some real stuff, but most of the R&B stuff is just a hookup type thing, and and that's it. Like, I like my R&B to be sensual. I like the innuendos about R&B. I don't like the direct R&B. Like, yes, slap it up, flip it, rub it down, get it, stick it in. I don't like that type of R&B. I can listen to rap to hear that. I don't like R&B where the singers are cussing either. I don't want to hear no R&B. Motherfucker, you got me fucked up. All that. I don't want to hear all that. You kiss my ass and I touch the sun. Oh, it's supposed to sound better because you singing it. I don't want to hear all that. Bring the sensuality back to R&B. Ebony Knowledge. Now they're tripping. Michelle Asher. What's up, Michelle? Rest and impress. Ice water. What up? What up, though? So Tiffany Gray, Candace, Simone Zacchino, Nick Thibodeau, Robert White, Andrea Roundtree, Stephen Chu, and Nate Price, all coming through on the Cash App. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. What's up, Rhonda Butler? Y'all be careful out there, fam, for that Super Bowl, right? They're talking about the Super Bowl right now, and they're saying that people are partying, and these places are jam-packed. Most people don't have masks on, and Dr. Fauci is warning of these places being super spreaders. They're saying all these Super Bowl parties are going to turn into super spreaders. So a lot of people are going to come back home with COVID. So be very, very careful. It's going down. All right, let me check the chat one last time, and I'm going to shut it down, fam. Sharon Taylor, what's up, Sharon? Randy Sargent. Okay. Actually, that's Surgeon. Randy Surgeon. All right, cool. All right, fam, I gotta go. So me and my guys, right? My brothers and my cousins, we used to do this all the time. We used to get together like every month back in the day. And, you know, most of the time we end up at my house barbecuing, you know, frying fish, putting something on the grill, knocking down some cold ones. And we kind of got away from it. I don't even know, I can't even pinpoint exactly when it happened, but we kind of got away from it. Well, since then, and that's been about maybe roughly 10, 15, 20 years. That's been roughly 20 years. So since then, you know, we've lost some family members and things. And recently my brother, my oldest brother, said, man, let's hook up. Let's put it back together. So we put it back together, and I'm getting ready to go meet with my brothers and cousins to shoot a little pool, play some billiards, right? I'm the best pool shooter in the family, so I'm gonna win most of the games. But it's not about that. It's about fellowshipping. So that's what I'm getting ready to go do, fam. About to go hook up with the fam. So I appreciate y'all joining live. Enjoy the rest of your evening or your morning, wherever you are in the world. Until then, fam, no more talk.